Hey guys, I'm really trying to figure this whole thing out. You guys are probably, I don't know if you've seen me mousing around here or not, but thank you all for coming. Um, Lydia Fink, it's good to see you. Jules, hey buddy, good to see you here. Hello everybody. There's a whole long list of you I was talking. I don't know if anybody heard me or not. Um, yeah, this is exciting. I actually made it through 65 years of life without killing myself. So, hey, Deborah Von Heater, thank you for coming over. Jules, that was one of the best birthday parties I've had in a long time. He had a live stream last night. Those of you who missed it, you missed a good time. We had a great time. And I know Voon was there, and there was other people, and I can't think now. Lori's World was there. Hey, Mark, Arkansas Woodcutter, where are you at today in this United States here? Yeah, and please remember to hit the like button on this. And I think everybody here is a subscriber to my channel, but if you're not, please consider subscribing and leave comments. I mean, I know you're leaving comments here. They're showing up on the 65th birthday thing, but on YouTube too. So this is weird, trying to handle two pages at once. Oh, you're in Montana. Oh, okay. You're over in Nisi's territory, freehandly made. Which, by the way, oops, hang on a second. I'm gonna move this over here, perch, and I gotta get up and go get something. Okay. This is a pin that she gave me to wear. This, I think, is from last year. It's for autism awareness. And tomorrow is it National Autism Awareness Day? I don't know if it's international or not, but anyhow, she is doing a live stream tomorrow and a whole thing tomorrow about it. So I recommend that I mean, it's amazing how many people are impacted by autism. Like my husband, I believe, was autistic, though he was not. I used to think he was ADHD, but the more I get to know about autism, I think he was actually Asperger's. And I wonder about myself too. There's so many things involved with autism and how it impacts us. And Nisi goes into some detail on it and offers videos explaining what it is, the different levels of it, how it impacts her family. Her son is autistic. Her husband knows he is, but she tells that whole story. Anyway, she's a great gal, so please go over and check out Freehandly Made's channel if you haven't. I think most everybody knows her here, but if you haven't checked out her videos on autism, please do. She is a wealth of information, one smart cookie on the subject. You can tell that she has a real passion for this. So, yeah, oftentimes they use a puzzle piece that has the colors of the rainbow on it, which is I like that almost better than the rainbow tags, but I got this, so I'm going to wear this today or tomorrow, probably tomorrow, because I'm not going anywhere today, I don't think. Anyhow, thank you, everybody, for your comments here. I'm going to scroll back here and see if wow, here we go. Trying to get used to all this. Let's see. Oh, hi, Julie. Thank you for the greeting. Let's see. Gardening or organic gardening in North Carolina. Hello. So does that mean you're Dave and you're in zone 7B? Oh, sun is shining in Ontario, Canada. Oh, Man, that's too bad you still got the cold wind blowing. You know, oftentimes here when it gets nice, I live very close to the Columbia River Gorge, to the mouth of it, from like if you're traveling east out of Portland, um, you'll come to the end of Portland, then Gresham, Troutdale, which is the gateway to the gorge. That's what they call Troutdale. It's a really cute little city. A lot of history in this area. But the Columbia River Gorge is like this funnel, and we get from eastern Oregon, we'll get winds out of the gorge. And in the wintertime, they can be some of the most bitter cold winds we ever get. So I can relate to that. But it does get windy here a lot more than people know. We hear about everybody in the south and southeast and the east that gets winds, but here in Portland, we get a lot of wind on this side of town, especially. Oh, that is Dave. Okay. Oh, I'm older than you now, Christy. Well, you'll catch up soon enough. Yeah, you know, time flies so fast. I was telling people last night, this just seems so surreal to have hit this milestone in my life. I gotta breathe. And I'm just gonna say this right now so I can get it out and get it over with and get on partying. I always thought I'd grow old with my husband. And I'm missing him a lot today. But I'm really thankful for each and every one of you here because you have been such a strength to me. Oh boy. Water. So let's get by this. It is the reality that if we live long enough, we can outlive our spouses or our significant others or members in our family. And these moments will bring about these emotional waves that come through. But thank you for being here. Hi, Ashley, Mulberry Branch, Misha, good to see you. And I just am so grateful. You guys are a gift to me, each and every one of you. And Highland Host, thank you, sniffing with me. You know, the acceptance. One thing I love about this community is that we are real people walking through real life, and we're not just a show. I know some people work their, excuse me, I'm trying to adjust this. They work their channels like a show. And if we want to watch a show, we can turn on our televisions, right? Thanks, Jules. Hey, Carol. Thank you. I know, but I don't want to just be like weeping the whole time. I want to get happy. I do. It's such a lift. And hello, Deborah. Oh, yeah. Freaky geek. Okay, here we go. Yeah, can you imagine the size of cake you would need for all of us if we were there in person? Yep, so true. So true. And this is so true also. Someone worth remembering is not easily forgotten. One thing that I have said is that when you lose a loved one, what you have, the love that you have had between you is like a tattoo on your heart. And those memories come, and that point is touched, and you can't help but feel emotions. So, yeah. Hey, Spitfire, I want to say hello to you. I think I missed you earlier. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely here in memory. And boy, I tell you, I got his memory in spades around here because this was his house. And this was, I don't know if anybody could understand this, but it was never really my home. It was his house. And there's a strange dichotomy that happens here. Oh, Oh, Sweet Pea Farm. Hey, thank you for showing up here, Michelle. It's good to see you. Gail Southern Living. Okay. V. Morgan Bogart. I cannot remember your first name. Hello. MB Heritage Farms. Hi, good to see you here. Some of you, I can't remember your names right now, so please forgive me. Oops, let me see. There's somebody up here that I didn't catch earlier. And Dale Homesteading in the Colonies. Thank you for coming over. I appreciate you being here. There is a link pinned at the top of the chat. If you go up there, if you want to come up with me, you can. And one thing, if you guys want to ask me questions, they can be like a plant question or personal questions, questions about Portland, questions about my family. I don't care. I just want to talk. That's what I want to do. That's why I'm here. Oh, Shawnee, thank you. Yeah. You know, one of the reasons I want to move from here outside of this being Portland and being a more dangerous part of the city, and it's an expensive place to live. This Portland is really expensive to live in. Our rent here is right up there with LA. And you know, housing is the median price of a house here now is over $500,000. And so it's really crazy here. Hello, F&P Farms. Good to see you in here. If I am talking too loud, someone raise your hand. I don't know what this sounds like to you guys. So that's one of the things I really want to be sensitive to. Because one of the things that I find a lot of times with live streams is people don't know what they sound like. And I've said it on the panels, I actually said it to a person on the panel. Our voices can come across really sharp and loud because we can't hear what we sound like. And so that's one of the things that I really want to address here right now, especially with how I sound. I know I have a pretty strong voice. I am one of those people also, because of that voice, I think it's kind of a gift. I can get up in front of a crowd of 500 people and talk, and just talk off the cuff and no big deal, or in front of even a small crowd. I don't mingle well though. You get me in a crowd where I don't have anything to do. I'm like, where's the coffee pot? Let me serve coffee. So, yeah. Oh, you're driving, F&P. Where are you going? Where are you headed towards? This freehandly made, I don't know if you saw this earlier. You really can't see it, so I put it. Anyway, I was telling everybody about this earlier. I think you probably heard it. But guys, that's freehandly made. If one of my moderators wants to put her link up there so that people can go over and look at her channel and learn about her and her son and husband and what they're doing over there in Montana. They have a fantastic place. Oh my gosh, I wish I could run away and go find a spot next door or something. You know, it's just crazy. They're really beautiful out there. We all hear about how Montana is beautiful. I've only been there once and I was a kid. But yeah. Thank you, Christy. Oh, thank you, Carol. I really appreciate that. Just going tiny bit low here. Okay, thanks. Thanks much. So again, I've got the link up pinned at the top if anybody wants to come up here and just say hi. Anybody wants to come sing me happy birthday? I don't care if you can carry a tune, just so you know. one of the I can sing, and people always get, and I know people who can't carry a tune get self-conscious about the fact they can't carry two. My thinking on that is, I don't care if it is sung from your heart. That is what I want to hear. And I know that's the way the Lord is when we are worshiping him in song. Yeah. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, Gail, for putting up Nisi's link there. Appreciate that. What's everybody doing today? Did anybody get pranked yet? I want to ask that. I am admittedly not a big fan of getting pranked on my birthday, but I want to tell you the funniest prank that ever happened to me. Well, it almost happened to me, but it backfired. I loved it. I'm a pretty good sport normally. I grew up, though, having a hard time with it because of my family situation and not being the popular kid in school. I got it bad. And so when I moved in with this family, when I was in my early 20s, it was a place where I could have rent I could afford. And there were 3 or 4 other singles in there. Beautiful big old house in the Multnomah Village area of Portland, which is like just this classic quintessential village town. It's really cute. Was very blessed to live with them. Well, Clancy, there was a couple, Peggy and Clancy. And Clancy, I think it was him, maybe it was Peggy. She was kind of a stinker too. They might have done this jointly. Anyway, they stuck an alarm clock outside of my door, so it would go off like at 1 o'clock in the morning. But it backfired because I had to get up and go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. Saw the alarm clock before it went off, stuck it over in front of their door, went back to bed. And as I got back into bed, I heard it go off and heard them get up out of bed. So they got pranked by their own prank. That's the best kind of prank. Oh, I'm going to put this one up. Okay, my son and daughter-in-law had their new baby girl on Tuesday, so I'm making them a bunch of meals so they don't have to. That's really awesome. That's really awesome. Hey, thank you, Heritage Heart. Welcome to the live stream. Did I miss anybody? Yeah. I've got enough people in here. Adventures with Annabeth. Annabeth, hello. I'm so glad you're in here. And if you guys, I am not someone who will force people, say, I'm not the person that'll go check out that channel and subscribe to them. I'm not that person. But please go check out other channels. And if you like their content, subscribe to them. But when you go watch their videos, be sure that you like the video and comment on it, even if you don't subscribe, and watch the whole video. Watching that little clip at the front doesn't do them any good. Please support people. 5 or 7 minutes, that's not hard. Oh, you're stuck at work, Ashley? That sucks. Yeah. Now I am going to say I love Ashley and Marky's channel, Mulberry Branch. They are a hoot. If you guys have never gone over there, their videos are great. She has a lot of good, solid information on animal husbandry. Let's see, what'd she say? Oh, the donkey. You're treating yourself. Haircut and petty. Man, I need one of those. I can't even hardly take care of my own feet anymore. I have eye issues. This eye right here. I have a pucker in my macula. So I see 20% larger in this eye than in this eye. So yeah, just, it's not that great. My eyes don't work together. I can still drive though. I just don't drive at night. And Garden State Gardener, that's Joe. Down here. This guy does seed giveaways and he's a great guy. Lots of fun on his channel, very generous man, and highly recommend him. So I probably missed like 1,000 comments because I'm talking. Let me see here. Oh, I'm going to put up Freaky Geeks. He's so funny. If you're brave enough to follow me, keep your eyes open. If it goes over a cliff, stop. No, Ashley, I really mean that about you. You and Marky are a joy. You guys make me laugh. Gonna breathe again. Um, Being here where I don't have anybody to talk to all day, not hearing voices unless they're on YouTube or someplace else that's doing videos. Oh, hello, Brother Donnie. He's another one of my favorite channels. He's a man of the word, preaches the gospel, a great brother in the Lord, a very generous man, and all those things. So, okay, you ready there, Jan? Hey there, my friend.
Birthday!
Jan. She was part of the rabble that was wishing me happy birthday last night. Wasn't that a blast?
That was so fun. I know.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was funny. That was a
let me
fun
make
one.
sure I have YouTube off because I got a bad echo.
That was funny.
Hmm.
I gotta turn mine off too. I just put it on so I could look at it.
I have everything. Hold on, I'll be right.
Okay.
Huh. Let me try it again.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Um, okay, what have we been going here? How long have we been going? Oh, about 24 minutes, 25 minutes. Thanks. Oh, before Brother Donnie, don't go yet because I'm going to tell my testimony here. Y'all know I was born on April 1st, and the other thing is that day was also Easter Sunday. And my mom and dad at the table one night when I was a teenager were telling me this story that when I was born, my dad was telling this. He goes, "Yeah, when you were born, your mother wanted to nickname your bunny, and I told her no way because my daughter's not going to be named somebody who's like the barflies I see that are named Bunny." And so he was a traveling salesman, and I guess there were a lot of women in bars that were just barflies named Bunny. So I managed to escape that. And I'll bring you up in just a minute, Jan. I'm going to finish this story first. Or I can bring you up and I'll finish the story. I guess it doesn't matter. Anyhow, so the life went on. Things happened. And I had some pretty devastating things happen in my life that made me afraid of dying. There were things. I was abused by a family member that made me feel very guilty and afraid of God's judgment. And this was, mind you, when I was 4 years old. Then I grew up, became a teenager. We went to church the whole time. I didn't like my name at all. I hated it because kids used to make so much fun of it. My maiden name is Fitch, so you can imagine. First name Patty, last name Fitch. Not a good combination, so I hated my name. And then I had a class where they were talking about the meaning of names. And I got in and I looked at what the meaning of the name Patricia or Patrick is. And it means one of noble birth. And so then I carried it like a badge of honor. You know, I loved my name then because I knew the meaning of it and it was really awesome. But there is a lot more to this. When I was in my late teens, I started getting rebellious because I had basically nearly raised myself, I guess. My family was dysfunctional. My dad was an alcoholic. Mom was overwhelmed. I was the middle kid and I was a girl. So I learned to fend for myself. My two brothers, it seemed like they got most of the attention, my older brother anyway. My younger brother, my older brother's 9 years older than me. My younger brother is a year and a half younger. We are best friends. So anyhow, there's a lot more detail that I won't share. The thing that made this all come together for me about the importance of my name and my birth and my birthday was when I started becoming a party animal in my 20s, and I made some really horribly bad mistakes. And I finally came to the end of myself. And I confessed my need for Christ. And I asked him to tell me to get me out of the life that I had lived in. The next day at work, a woman who I didn't know as a Christian came up to me and confronted me about something I was wearing and explained that she was a Christian. And I just sat there and burst out into tears because God had reached down through her and saved and provided a way out of this horrible lifestyle. This is how God works. This is how God orchestrates things. It's so amazing. She went to a small church, and she invited me to come. I'd been living with a man who was a drug addict and was involved in drugs myself, but um, I mean, we'd had some close calls, like him driving high and almost hitting an abutment for a on the highway, and him tearing up our apartment and all these things. So it was really a rough life. And then it ended up that I started going to church. I got baptized and all of that, but I really didn't know the importance yet. I hadn't quite gotten the importance of what had happened. And then about 15 years ago, I was basically walking as someone who confessed Christ but didn't trust in the value of his blood and what it did, how it really does cleanse us from guilt and shame. And I was sitting in church one day, and I'd been praying a lot because I just didn't feel right before God about some things. And it was as if he reached down and touched my shoulder and spoke in my ear, "Is my son's blood not enough?" And I didn't realize I had been working all these years for validation, for acceptance and love. And at that moment, I was like, he lifted my head and I could see this black like a metal piece, like a giant piece of metal that was feet thick and as wide as I could see. I mean, it blacked out everything. I couldn't stand straight up. I mean, I was bent over underneath this with the guilt and shame. The weight of your guilt and shame will do this to you in your life. And he lifted it off of me, and all I could see was a pure light of heaven. And all I wanted to do was go into that light. I guess it's like one of those, I died and came back experiences. But I knew at that moment that my life was changed forever. And I knew that Jesus had cleansed me from my guilt and shame. And I was finally free. I
Yes.
was married to Ben at that time. I got home, and a week later, he looks at me and goes, "I knew you were a Christian, but I didn't know you were that much of a Christian." Well, after that moment, I came to realize the importance of being born a fool, having a name that means one born of noble birth, getting saved by the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, and now coming into the family. I am now born of the noblest family of all. So there we go.
What
So yeah,
beautiful
so that's
destiny.
yeah. Thank you guys for that. I wanted the church I used to go to that is now um, not in existence because of COVID and a whole bunch of other things that happened prior that basically died out. One of those churches that died out. I wanted to share my testimony on my birthday on Easter, which was a few years ago. I've only had my birthday and my birthday on Easter a few years ago that it's ever been on Easter. So I've been waiting all those years and I didn't get to. So thank you for letting me share here today.
Yay.
So
Patty, I don't know if it's a link from your little tag that's making me echo. I don't have anything on.
oh, you don't?
No. But I just wanted to tell you I love you. Happy birthday. I'm not singing though. I sang last night.
Yes,
I
you
don't want
did.
everyone to jump off the panel because of my singing. So I hope
Nobody
you have a
left last.
blessed day.
Thank you. And nobody left last night. You noticed
Yeah, I know.
that.
I wasn't solo either. All right, I'm gonna hop off and let
Okay.
someone else come up because I'm hearing a really bad echo.
Okay.
I love you.
All right.
Happy
Bye bye.
birthday.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay. Yeah, so that is oh yeah. There we go. Jules. Yeah, thank you guys. So I think I asked a while back, if anybody had gotten pranked yet this morning. I didn't see if anybody answered. Um, if you want to ask me questions, it's helpful if you come up here. It's not a big deal to do that. Trust me, it's a lot of fun. I do recommend that you have headphones or, the earpieces in. It helps to keep it from echoing. Um, I'm going to put the link in here again in case anybody wants to. So I've been on here half an hour now. So I honestly have not been looking forward to the good weather returning to Portland because that usually means we have more opportunity for riots. I'm not looking forward to that. Oh, yes, I want to get out of here. Oh, Mackenzie. Okay, this is somebody.
Your
Hi.
testimony really spoke to me. I just want to tell you, I've been through a lot of crazy stuff too in my life, and you put me in tears and just praise God, praise Jesus all the time. I'm still not perfect, and God's still working on me.
Mm-hmm.
But guess what? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, beautiful Patty. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, Mackenzie, and thank you for sharing that it touched your heart. It's my intention. I tell people all the time that my life is not about me, and I've known that forever. I have always been one of those people that shared openly and freely and without fear. Um, it's a gift when we can share that with other people. We don't realize it, and I got to share this because this is pretty good. Okay, Joe says my 10-year-olds pranked me. Joey put toothpaste in an Oreo. He said, Dad, I had too many. Do you want one? And that's a good one. Ooh, I'd never heard of that one, Joe. That's awesome. That's a fun one. Yeah, you got a smart kid there. That's hilarious. Um, so let's see what's going on. I'm just going to talk. My garden out back is doing really good. I had that video that I posted. I have my sugar snap peas that I planted in containers. I've got my lettuces are doing fantastic. I have garlic. It's actually the elephant garlic, which is actually not garlic, but a leek. So come it is a little milder tasting. That's doing well. I rescued it. What happened was I had these really crummy looking dried up nasty bulbs, and I decided I didn't have anywhere to plant them, so I threw them out in the front yard, which used to be the perennial garden, which is like really uneven ground and has bare spots. I just threw them out there. Well, it didn't matter where they landed, they started growing, and I'm out there this last winter and I'm looking and I'm seeing all these starts coming up, and I'm like, I'll be danged if those things didn't grow. So don't throw out those really kind of funky looking bulbs because you still might get some produce out of them. So yeah, I've got that. There's still lots of parsley out there. there's the little friendly squirrel that I saw few days ago when I did the video, and still making a mess of the beds. As those things, they'll dig 4 to 6 inches into the soil, and it always seems to be a brand new pot. Now, my thinking, or how I think about squirrels is, don't they usually plant something somewhere and then go back and find it? And this one seems to be digging in places where there has never been anything before, so I don't know. Hey, that's nice you dropped in between your chores, Dwayne. Grampy Campy's another really great guy, great person, really a sweetie. He lost his wife not long after I lost Ben. So we have this, we're commiserating each other's misery. That's kind of a negative way to say it, but he's been a great support. And yeah, so he's been going through the challenges of being single again too, and all the things that go with that. Yeah, so did I miss anybody's comments here? I'm looking up here. So anyhow, the other thing that's going on in the garden out there is I noticed all my hostas are coming up. And I don't know if any of you have hosta in your gardens at all, but I know people that they wait until the leaves actually unfurl to divide them. And that isn't, excuse me, that isn't when you want to divide them. You want to divide them before the leaves unfurl, so that when the leaves do unfurl, they look nice and they won't look wonky. Yeah, so one of these days I'm going to get in there and do a really good how to divide hostas. And I want to do a video on how roots are different, and look at plants real intensively about how we divide them. Perennial plants specifically. This would go for some herbs and things like that, and show you how to divide a plant up into many plants, like a clump, and take that clump and divide it into many plants, so that you can make like more of a swath, or you can actually pot them up to sell, that kind of a thing. I used to do that for a living. And my boss, my boss told one of my coworkers that she'd never seen anybody get as many plants out of a clump as I could. I'm a little OCD about it. What can I say? I always say it's a gift. God made me a propagator at heart. So did I miss any other comments in here? Yeah. Thanks for putting Annabeth's link up here. Annabeth is the country homestead preacher's daughter, and she's got a great little channel. She's brand new at YouTubing, and I'm looking forward to watching her grow, because I think she's going to do really well. She does good on camera, and she's a youngin. So yeah, and Patty G from Southern Blessed Homestead, she is my sister, like sister at heart. She's a sister in spirit and heart. God gave me a best friend being on YouTube, and she is that best friend. Many of you have become close friends. Oh, Lydia, you're going to do a plant sale this year. That's awesome. Yeah, mostly peppers and tomato plants. Yeah, that's good to do. One year for Earth Day here, I planned on propagating a whole bunch of plants and selling plants for a historic site called the Zimmerman Heritage Farm that I used to manage the landscape in. Basically, I acted as a curator for the garden, listing all of the Latin names of the plants, their locations, all that kind of stuff. Did history on them, studied the plants of the at the turn of the century. Well, like from 1864 up through 1915. The type of plants that we have, and it is surprising, the plants that we have in our garden now, perennials, trees, shrubs, even fruiting plants that were popular then. I mean, it all kind of cycles around. I mean, things like Japanese maple, which most of us consider to be a relatively new plant. The thing is 100 years old or more. It's been around for a long time. So that was fun to do. But anyhow, what was I going to say here? I got myself on a rabbit trail. Oh, the Earth Day fundraiser sale for the Zimmerman Heritage Farm. Took these plants to an Earth Day celebration in Gresham at the park, at the city park there. And in 2 hours, I made $200. Just that easy. So you can make good money on plants. And, you know, I do plant swaps. I used to host plant swaps here. It was everything but chemicals, kind of everything gardening but chemicals kind of swaps. And it was so much fun. Okay, I can't read that down there. Oh, this is Joe and okay. Oh my goodness. That doesn't sound like very much fun, Joe. Yeah, so that's one of the things I know I could probably do to earn some money for myself. I need to be in a place um, where I'm more settled. This has been a very, very difficult place to live in a lot of ways. But because of, I want to backtrack here, and I don't mean to be dissing Ben's memory in any way. He was a beautiful, wonderful, talented, sweet man. But because of the way his mind worked, everything became a workspace. And when he would like lose a job, he'd get laid off, he would break into the house. There used to be a wall right here that came down here. And so right behind the couch here. And that back there where the piano is, that used to be my space to do creative stuff, to do the home office stuff. And he took down that wall and he took down another wall, which is, I'm trying to figure out which way to do it first. And it's been, see, that's where the wall was. And then he took down that wall there where you see that window? That is the dining room. So we lost a lot of wall space in the house. I call it the great implosion because I have bookcases in my hallway and my art supplies are in the dining room and in the bedroom, and the office was in the bedroom. I mean, it was crazy. So it made it very difficult to have a place to work. And outside, it was kind of similar because he had all these projects. And I find out there's a lot of people that live like that, and it's particularly men. So guys, if your wife is saying something, please listen to them. That's all I gotta say. Yes, it is my birthday, Fleetwood Patch. It is my birthday today. I am the ripe old age of 65 and still having looking forward to a lot of life. Hey, thanks, Dwayne. You have a good day, buddy. Good to see you. Citizen Guardian, I don't know your first name, but I really appreciate you being here today. Everybody that's here, just trying to keep up with the chat and everything that's going on. This is a lot of fun trying to do this as a single person. Most of you who do this do it singly, so I know you know that. I'm a little jealous when I watch like Ashley and Marky that do their thing, and Jess and Maya, and even Patty and Mac, and other couples that do it, because it's so much easier. What is this? Birthday poem. Thank you, Misha. That was cute. Patty, when I see you in others chatty, it makes my heart all happy. Yeah, thanks. Misha does Thoughtful Thursdays, where she shares little devotional, scriptural things, and she does piano on Sunday, like worship songs on Sunday. So you can check her out on those days. Oh, Gossmania, hello. Yeah. You are somebody I want to get to know better. I'm trying to watch your videos. They've had a really interesting year over Gossmania. Hit by storms, and they're coming out of it nicely, rebuilding and doing some different things, and it's just interesting to watch them. Yeah, so looking forward to getting to know them. They're on my hot sheet list. It is really hard to keep up with everybody, and I'm one of those people. I want to get to know as many people as possible. So yeah, thank you, Boone, for putting Misha's channel up there. So yeah, I was trying to think of what else. Let's see. Most of you, I don't know if you guys all know, my son got married 3 weeks, almost 4 weeks ago now. And him and his bride, who is actually his girlfriend of 15 years, they've actually had a house together. And, if it was common law state, they would have already been married, but they went ahead and he actually asked her a year ago Thanksgiving, which was great timing. It was not long after Ben passed away. So it just added, we needed that spot of joy in our family. And everybody was like, Sam, what took you so long? My son, he wanted to be sure. He was afraid, you know how it is. And he's such a sweet, kind, giving guy. Yeah, he would fit into this community so well. He would. Anyway, they've been talking about moving to Montana, and they go on this trip for their honeymoon for a couple of weeks, driving around the West. And when he comes back, I see this post on Facebook. And Sam, if you're out there, I don't know if you're listening or if the granddaughters are at all, but he was just, you guys have no idea how bad it is in Oregon until you get out there and drive around. You need to look. You need to go look at some other places. He really hates it here. I mean, even more than I do. And there's a lot of reasons to not like what's going on with our government and stuff, but Oregon is really, truly a beautiful, wonderful place. And I do recommend it as a place to come and visit. We have some great things. So getting back to my son, I haven't talked to him since they got back. I don't know if it sealed the deal with them moving, but they talked about moving to Montana. So I guess I'll find out and I'll let you know. And I don't know what that's going to do for my plans, because my plan was to move closer to him. What is this? This says, and my kids are looking to get married. I tell them to join the bowling league. They can always quit a team anytime they want. Just saying. He already went through a really ugly divorce. It was a marriage that he should have never gotten into, but we have 3 beautiful granddaughters because of that marriage, and his ex-wife and him are really good friends. Actually, they had their wedding at her horse farm, and it is just wonderful to see how God has blessed the family and made it cohesive. And it's truly, I believe, God's hand. Those two got married. They went to high school together. Trish, his wife, is a year older than him, and she was always afraid to let him know that she liked him, because she thought, she was afraid he was going to think she was weird. So now here they are married. Yeah, I know, Jules. I know. So anyway, yeah. So, oh my gosh, plans here. What have I got going on next? I am doing little things around the house to try and box a few things up that I can. I have bins upstairs in the upstairs, and then there's a few bins in the attic. So I've got to go through those, and we still have the garage stuff to finish, but we're going to have a big old fat garage estate sale here. The estate sale, let's see, would have been 1974 was when he moved into this house. So my goodness, that's a lot of years of collecting stuff. Anyway, let's see, where are we at? Oh, we're at 10:51. Well, we've been on here almost an hour. So, and Jan was the only one brave enough to come up and join me. Oh, well, that's okay. That's okay. I'm really glad to see everybody in here. So, so organic gardening. I'm going back on some of these other ones. You're in Mooresville, just north of Charlotte. Okay. Oh, Deb, I didn't see you come in. Thank you. I hope you're still here to hear this, but I really appreciate you being here. And Lydia, thank you for coming in. I appreciate you stopping in. I forgot to turn my phone off. I was thinking that somebody would, one of my family members or something would probably call me, you know how it is, or a friend. So far it's been pretty quiet, and that's good. That's good right now because I want to be with my YouTube friends. So my friends. Let me see what else. I'm kind of at a loss here, guys. This is why it helps to have other people here, up here. Let's see, anybody else? Does anybody have any plant questions? Hello, Sunflower Mom. Good to see you in here. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate the happy birthday. That's nice. Okay, Deb, I'll call you. I'll talk to you later. Hey, Gail. Hi, it's good to see you. Thank you. And Ellen, thank you. Ellen and I are not related. She has the same last name as me. Oh, you haven't lost your connection yet? Oh, God is blessing this. That's awesome. Darlene, it's good to see you here. Yeah, fellow Oregonians. You know, I have a few people. Actually, there's one lady that I ran into who was in a chat on somebody else's live stream who lives just close to me here in Gresham. And I'm waiting for her to contact me via messenger or whatever so we can figure out how to get together. I'd like to meet her. So maybe meet up at a local nursery. There's a nursery out in Gresham called Deep Creek Nursery, and they have good sales on plants and a lot of cool stuff. Oh, how do you keep cabbage worms from getting your lettuce? Cabbage worms don't normally get on lettuce. That's probably cutworms, I would think. And if it's cutworms, it's BT that you can use, Basilicus thuringiensis. A lot of times I would go out and hand pick things, but this, I know for me here anyway, one of the first pests I see besides slugs is cutworm. And the cutworm larva, the eggs are laid in the soil in the fall by the moths, and the moths are kind of brownish gray and they have an orange underwing. That's what the adult looks like. And when they can be as little as, you know, what do I want to say? Not like a piece of rice, that's too small. They can be very small at first, and then like about half an inch long and maybe I don't know if I want to say an eighth of an inch wide. They can be really tiny, but they get to be looking like Jabba the Hutt when they get bigger. I mean, they can be like as big as my little finger, you know, like about, I don't want to say like this, or bigger, and they're fat and juicy looking, and they just remind me of Jabba the Hutt, and they gross me out. They totally gross me out. Hey, thanks for stopping in, Mac. It's good to see you. Thank you. Yeah, Mac and Patty sang me happy birthday on their live stream on Tuesday. My dear friends, my other family. Yeah, they're, you know, I keep joking that I wish that I either had a sugar daddy to pay for my travels or a private jet and the money to run it, because I'd be coming to see everybody. It would be so much fun. Can you imagine? Gail. You're so funny. Yeah, it is a crappy job. Okay, I missed a Star Wars reference. Oh, Jabba the Hutt. Yes. Yeah, I used to watch Star Wars a lot. I haven't gotten into the new stuff. That's like the older Star Wars. So, yeah. Let's see, anything else? Oh, the other thing with things like cutworm, you can use diatomaceous earth, DE. Of course, that needs to be kept dry because the minute it gets wet, it's not effective. And that actually is little tiny shell-like creature things. They're crushed up, powdered up. Anyway, they get into the skin of the insect, and especially like beetles and stuff like that, like earwigs, gets up underneath into their exoskeleton, and it actually cuts them and causes them to die. So anyway, yeah, Mackenzie, you did a good job. I gotta say, I'm just gonna say that. Old roses and like that, and yeah, take cuttings. Um, there's a guy that I follow, Mike. I can't remember his name right now. He does a lot of plant propagation. He has a business, and I wish I had his. Grabbing my phone because I'm going to look up a website because I think you guys need to take a look at this guy. He's got a lot of great propagation. Mike Kincaid. Uh, Mike Kincaid, he's a plant propagator, and he has one of the best tutorials on rooting roses that I've ever seen. So, hey, have a good day, Mac. Thank you for stopping in. God bless you, brother. You didn't seem nervous at all. I loved it. You did great. That was awesome. You did that. Good for you. Go, girl. Now you got it. Hey, I don't think, do you have a YouTube channel that you actually do? Do you, I mean, because I don't remember, but oh, vine borers. I don't deal with vine borers here, so I'm not the person to ask on that. Jess over at Roots and Refuge, probably, uh, what is the guy, the gumbo gardener? I can't remember his name, whatever. People that are in the South, there's some bigger channels in the South that probably have better ideas on how to um, keep, vine borers away. My understanding, and there's a way that you can inject, I think it's BT into the base of the plant, so that it, when the vine borers start eating, they die. That's one way I've heard. But Kincaid, yes, KIN. See here, let me get this up here. I cannot type to save my soul. Okay, there it is. That's the name of the guy. I worked as a propagator, and I love it when people are really good at teaching and give you practical tips that you can use at home that will produce professional results. And that's what he does. He talks about figs, he talks about rhododendrons, he talks about all kinds of plants, mostly like woody and semi-woody plants. He probably does some other stuff too. I haven't been watching him lately, and I need to get back into it. He is a really nice guy too. He's one of those people I want. Scott Head, yes, thank you. The gumbo guy is Scott Head, for the vine borer thing, and I'm going back and forth. Sorry, guys. Oh yeah, old Alabama gardener. He is a gem. He's another good one for vine borer information. Um, yeah, it's amazing how easy it is to propagate plants. Um, and when you go to propagate plants, one thing I want to key people into is that there are good ways and there are better ways. And I try to point people toward the better ways, and they're really no more difficult than the easy ways. They might have one or two steps more, but the results will be more and stronger roots and a healthier plant in the long run. So, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Scott Head's channel is Black Gumbo Gardening or something like that. The Black Gumbo, Scott Head Black Gumbo, something like that. You can look up those. You'll find him pretty easy. Air layering roots is one way. Oh, you know what that might be though, Gail, is time of year method you're using to propagate. Oops, my power just went down on my, excuse me, I forgot to plug this in earlier. I got to plug in my laptop or it just went half dark on me. I hate when that happens. Here we go. So I'm back. You know, it's funny. Air layering is not something I have tried. Oh.
Hey. Let me make sure I got the other one closed. Is the sound okay?
Yeah, you do. You do.
My little guy might come and interrupt because he's still around and doing his thing. But I wanted to wish you a happy 65th. Wow.
Yeah, I know. Got a speed limit birthday. You know what's nice about those? It's like, okay, I was 60 a few years ago. Now I'm 65, so I'm just going fast. I'm able to go faster and faster. That's my limit, right?
That's right. That's what you tell them when you get pulled over.
It's like, but wait a minute, I'm 65. Doesn't that mean I can go 65? And they'll look at me like I'm half crazy. But anybody who doesn't know, this is Carol. She's really a sweetie. I am just so appreciated.
My son just decided to sit right next to me, Patty, as soon as I got on.
It's okay. Hey. Yeah.
He's right. There he is.
There he is.
See all our
So I will say, and I'm going to say this while you're on here, you know, you're somebody that I always see your little icon there with your little face on it, but it's so much nicer to see somebody on a live screen and you feel like you kind of get to know them, and I can recognize you on the street now, and that is so cool. I love that.
I just started doing this just to kind of break myself in, so I'm glad I did it before this one, or I probably wouldn't have gone. I've been sneaking in late at night where, you know, I think, oh no, not many people are on, and to help Wide while she's getting her hours so she can get monetized.
Yeah.
But yeah. Of course, he's right. As soon as I got on, he's like right here. I finally got a M50 for Christmas, and I'm like, what did I do to myself? Now I got to learn the M50. Like I haven't done photography in 20 plus years, and it's so different now with digital. I'm like, what have I done to myself? I made it harder instead of easier. I should have just stuck with the cell phone. That's what you got. But I want to wish you the sincerest of happy birthdays, and to show you my bananas are maturing on your birthday. They are turning yellow. And even look at this little guy. He was like at the base when I cut off the banana flower.
Really?
He turned yellow today too, or she. And
that is awesome.
On your, just to see if it's legit. Yeah. Let's see.
That looks like a legit banana there.
It does, and it's so tiny. I still have no idea exactly what this one is. I think it's called a Raja banana. The man spoke Spanish, and I thought he said rojo. So when they came out, I was like waiting for those red bananas, and they never happened. And that kind of made me sad. But then when I saw these start to mature, like this is just one hand, because I'm in South Florida. I can't grow all the cool stuff you grow out there. Oh, that need divide. There you go.
Okay, daylilies. You can divide them right now. Daylilies are one of those plants that is pretty bomb-proof. And one of the things about, and I'm going to take a little bit more time here, but with daylilies, you if the leaves get a little tatty, you can cut them back and they'll come back up. If you want to wait until they bloom, that's fine. But you can divide them now. And that's another one of those plants. And I'll tell you my trick with when you have a large clump of plants and you want to get as many as you can out of it. Take the hose with a sharp stream of water and hose off all the soil you can possibly get off of there. Then you can get in there and really divide up those plants better and save as many as you can and get more plants that way. Now, if you don't care, you can just get in there with a shovel or garden fork and divide them up that way. But yeah, so a lot of people will take garden forks and they'll do this kind of a thing with them where they pull them apart like that after they dig them up. But I would recommend, and another way to do it is if you have a tub, like one of those utility tubs, you dig the clump up and you dump it in the tub. It's not going to kill the plant. You're only giving it a bath. And you kind of swish it around in there. That'll help get some of that soil off of there too.
You want the little banana here?
Oh, that's great. That is really cool. You got that banana. I'm like totally jealous.
He's playing with it too. He's I think you and I have talked, he's moderate to severely on the autism spectrum. And he's also, we adopted him, but I mean, some people don't know. Some people think I have a Jamaican husband, and I've been out with my kids in public, and the men are the ones that look at me like, what Darby's daddy? Like, what combination is going on here? You got one white child and one child that's not. And I actually had somebody come in my house, and he was Black, and he said, Jamaican? And I'm like, no, but thank you. Thank you for at least saying it out loud.
I know.
Like, no, my husband is not Jamaican. And I'm like, and I don't know if my son is. I said, he might be Bahamian, Haitian. But anyway, so yeah, he also has fetal alcohol. So dual diagnosis.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So that's why I haven't been on much. Like, I haven't been able to film since Mom moved here with both of them going off of each other. Like, he goes to bed and Mom starts overnight. Like last night, I was on a live and Mom started calling me about a toilet, and it wasn't the toilet. It was a cup had leaked or something in her room, but she was going, toilet. And I'm running off the live because I'm thinking the toilet's over.
Oh my heavens, you have got your hands full.
Anyway, I didn't come here to talk. I can't sing after Mackenzie sang. She did such a good job.
I'm very proud of her. Mackenzie needs to do some lives. I think she can do a good job.
I think so too. She was like right in tone. I
think it would be great to have, and I wish we had a way to do this. And I know there's a way you can do it where if everybody kind of does their own thing and then you put them together, but to do it at the same time where everybody could get together and sing instead of this, like they do the YouTubes where they did the like blessings,
acapella, like how they do those acapella where they have all the boxes.
Yes, that kind of a thing. But I want to have the party singing. I want to have the live group jamming type of thing. That's what I want to have.
Yeah, we have to. I mean, more people. I don't know. I think it's up to 6 that can come up.
Yeah.
Total. So that's really what we needed for Patty, was for more people to come up and then us all to sing to her. But I don't think people know that they can do that on this if they're new to it.
Yeah. And if anybody has never done a live stream and you're freaking out about it, this is a really good way to get used to what it feels like to be on a live stream.
Yeah.
So
I'm trying to put his iPad away from your live because I've gotten taken down because he's come near mine and played a song. And it was my test live. And I found out the hard way. Yeah, you can't play the copyrighted music near this right now.
I was like, what's copyrighted music?
I know. He doesn't know the difference anyway if I sent the music. Yeah. You never want to be near mommy during the day, but now you do. It's just like when mommies get on the phone.
Hey, Mackenzie, can I get you to do me a favor? Would you send me your link to your channel? A lot of times when people use their names as their channel, or they use a name that isn't unusual, they're really hard to find. And I'm just saying that as a matter of course here. I'm going to try, and because you do spell it kind of differently, and I'm trying to remember if I was subscribed. So excuse me. Oh, come on. Yeah, that's right. I forgot the K. McKenzie. So forgive me here while I get McKenzie.
No, it's okay. I was dealing with Blippi turning up loudly near mommy.
Oh, there she is. Okay, I am.
You got her?
Come on. I am now subscribed. I've got you. I've got
You know, I just found
you.
Mackenzie. She's sweet. And she's like my
Yeah.
daughter. She looks a lot younger than she is. Lucky for her. Lucky chick.
Yeah. You know, it was funny. You say that, it reminded me when I was in my teens, I looked older than what I was, which when you're in your teens, that's like really cool, you know?
Yeah, I did too.
When I
I
was
did too.
17, I could have passed for 21 easily.
I did too, but then I would be like, yes, sir. And they'd be like, how old are you?
No, I was a little too cool for that. Hey, I grew up in an agronomy-based society in a little town west of Hillsboro, or west of Portland, called Hillsboro. That's where I spent my high school years anyway. So we were kind of wild kids, you know.
Yeah.
And so everybody was wanting to get into a tavern early. I didn't really do that,
Yeah, I
but
didn't.
we all knew how to do it, you know.
Yeah. I was afraid of getting caught. My sister and brother were the ones that raised the roof.
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't the risk taker in my family either. Oh, thank you for coming in, Misha. Yeah, Misha's going to do her devotional. So anyway, thanks for coming in. I really appreciate it. Oh, Mackenzie, I wish I was 33.
Right? She's a youngin'
You know,
anyway,
yeah.
but she looks super young.
I am so thankful for the wisdom I've gained over these years, and it has been hard-won wisdom, but I am so grateful for it.
Yeah.
You know, so
I'm still
thank you,
young in that
Heritage Heart.
respect.
Yeah.
I'm a little, I don't know, gullible.
Yeah.
And naive. My husband says I'm a little naive for my age. At 50, I should be a little bit more, I don't know, not as naive as I am.
Yeah. Well, my husband was really good at reading people.
Mm-hmm.
And so he was the first one to, like, when I had some women friends, they were single women friends in the neighborhood. And these women were just the bubble wasn't quite on center mentally, you know. One of them has become really, she has so many issues. My heart just breaks. I think that she's paranoid schizophrenic or something.
Oh no. Yeah.
She owns a house down the street a block from me, and to watch how her life has just degraded, and her mental stability. You know, she is, other than the fact she does have a place to live, a house, she's basically acts like a homeless person. So it's pretty sad. It's pretty sad.
That is sad. But Ben picked up on that kind of stuff right away.
Yeah. Well, he did sort of, but he didn't really say anything at first.
No.
And he would say, well, you've got to, you know, that you really need to cut her off. And finally it came to the point where it came to a head, and I had to tell her that I couldn't be her friend anymore. And it was a really, I'm not going to go into the story because it's just kind of, anyway, because of how she responded in a public situation where I was administrating a group event, I realized that it had to stop. And I did tell her that I'm going to be the kind of friend that's going to tell you why. I'm not just going to cut you off and just write you off. Yeah. And I told her, and she just didn't get it, but she definitely lives in her own little world. So it was really sad.
That is hard. It's hard too, because you're a creative and there's a lot of people that are eccentric in that realm. So that's a hard one to, I don't know. It's good that Ben could pick up on that. My husband does the same, but go ahead and read your.
Yeah. You know, and I'm empathetic, creative. I love people. I love encouraging people. I love meeting new people.
Yeah.
I'm the kind of person that somebody in a grocery store literally will walk up to me, not knowing me, and start talking to me, asking me questions about things. And I'm like, okay. I mean, it kind of startling the first couple times it happened, and I realized what was going on, but that's how
Yeah.
approachable I am. And it just,
Yeah.
I don't, and I remember saying it to somebody and they were like, they looked at me kind of funny. I said, oh no, I said, I'm not boasting about this at all. It's just exactly what happens.
You
And it kind of
just
freaks
have
me out.
that sense about you that people feel comfortable
Yeah.
coming up to you.
And
And you don't look 65. Somebody put it in there and you don't. You have
Yeah.
that great like skin that, you
Yeah.
wouldn't have that if you lived in Florida because you'd be weather beaten. Like my dad.
Yeah.
My dad had the
Yeah.
Irish Welsh complexion, and he, from working outside and being outside, he had a permanent tan. Like from
Yeah.
it. But
Yeah.
yeah,
So
your skin is just
thank you.
glowing and you do not look 65 at all.
It's warm in here
I
today
had that.
because the sun, and this is the east side of the house, and I've got this giant 8x5 picture window in front of me. And so the sun, and so it's a little warm in here. So,
Yeah.
but anyway, yeah, I do. I've got the German skin, so I
That's
burn
the other side of the
somewhat
family.
easily, what is this?
We supposedly have the black Irish. I think that's where I have a little bit of the olive tone from the
Oh,
Spaniards that got on the island.
yeah. I wish I
Can't
had some
figure
of
out
that
where
in
else it
Philly.
would come from, that little bit of olive undertone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
rusty pepper.
I know. Hey, that's okay. Ben was 6 years older than I was, which that was interesting. Just the
That's
differences
awesome,
in
though.
music. Oh, I
It's
glow.
awesome to see the old Alabama gardener, and he is just going and going, and he outdoes
That
some of the
guy,
younger people on here.
yeah, he's like the Energizer Bunny. I'm just amazed. And we are all going to be just devastated when that man is
Oh,
called back home to heaven. I tell you.
Yeah,
We will.
I agree.
We will definitely. He's a gift. And I remember when this wasn't too long ago that the Vincents, Ben and Andrea Vincent, I don't know if VW Family Farms.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I think he came to their farm, or they went down there to his or something. Yeah, I
No
know.
way.
The nicest man ever.
Oh, yeah.
He said you could not, he was so gracious and just, it's just awesome. We need
He's
more
very
people.
nice. When he found out that I had fibro, he sent me a message that he wanted to email me some stuff, and it was all about nutrition and how I could, heal my gut and things I, needed to take to do like a cleanse that might help me. And it was just the sweetest thing. Sweetest man.
Yeah.
You're right.
Bruce, the swarm's dead. Hey, buddy. Bruce has a live. I love his lives.
I'll have to check him out.
He's like so laid back and easy to talk to. And he says, I don't know why you guys listen to me. And it's like, Bruce, we love you. That's why we listen to you. That's why we go to your lives, dude. And he's got a lot on bees. He gets swarms. That's what he does. These wild swarms. Really cool.
Oh my gosh, how brave. I couldn't.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I can get stung. That's why I can't keep bees where I'm at, but I'm not sure. Last time I was stung, I was like 5 and I was going to the hospital, but I think I got stung by a swarm. I don't think I got stung by just one bee.
Oh.
My mom was at work and my dad had to rush me to the hospital for not keeping a good eye on me.
Oh my. Yeah. So, well, I would love to have bees. That's one of the things. And when I was pregnant with my son back in 74, 73, 74, we lived next door to a guy who kept bees and across the street from a guy who had sheep. And so between the sheep guy across the street who let me help him work with lambs when it was lambing season and my beekeeper neighbor, I got the bug. And I've never been able to. It's so funny. And here I married a guy who couldn't move from the city.
I've married a guy who won't move from Florida.
Yeah.
That's
and it's
why I'm here. I can't.
Dude, I mean, really, come on. You know, Ben was a dreamer. He talked about it all the time. But I would love to have a beehive. I probably wouldn't, I don't know that I'd physically be able to take care of it. That's
Yeah.
the one thing because of the back injury, the fibro,
Oh, yeah.
all the things.
Yeah.
But my son worked with a beekeeper. And
Hmm.
so I'm like, now if that boy and his wife would get a place where I could have a little granny shack
There you go.
and we could do bees and we could do goats or whatever, I'd help
Yeah.
him. I would
This is
love
the
that.
son that would like to move to Montana, or he just likes Montana.
Well, he's had cousins that live there. And
Okay.
so he would love to move from Oregon. He really hates it here. He's very, you know, right leaning. And of course it is pretty oppressive here. I have to say there is no way for me to verbally express to you in a way that will help you understand how hard it is to live here. You can't, it's one of those things you have to be there. You have to go through and experience yourself. Mary Catherine, thank you so much for the birthday greeting. Hello, I'm so glad you're here. Let me see. What does this say? I haven't checked out.
Oh, I think that was the Swarmstead.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Which
Mackenzie, I
we were talking about.
recommend it. Yeah. He's great. Another one, and I haven't seen her on here, but she might be doing a live today, is Farmstead Smith. She is really awesome. Adrian. She also has a second channel called Adrian Rose where she helps YouTubers. She has a great heart to help and encourage people. And she's as cute as a bug. And she
Who was
lives
that? I'm sorry, I missed that one because I was looking at Garden State Gardener's comment.
Adrian at Farmstead.
Farmstead.
Yeah. Okay. I married a woman that's allergic to tomatoes and peas. So what do? I grow 300 tomatoes and plant pollinated. Yeah, you're a great guy.
That's like me. My husband actually works in the how do you say it? The lawn industry.
Oh,
so
okay.
he is like what Pete Canaris on his channel calls a grass hole, which is terrible.
Play on words. We understand that completely.
But I mean, he loves his grass because he knows grass. And I'm like, let's put in a fruit tree over here and we can put in, these perennials that'll produce too. And he just acts like I don't exist, so he doesn't have to mess with it. Hold on.
Would your son say hi? Would he say
Elmo's ears. You want to say hi to Miss Patty?
No.
No, not right now.
Hi.
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 You said hi. Good job. You want to sing happy birthday to Miss Patty?
Happy birthday to
Thank you.
Singing. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Miss Patty.
What bunny?
Not Bunny, Miss Patty. Happy birthday to you. Oh, that's showing you his iPad.
Thank you.
Thank
okay,
you.
Gail.
We can't show iPad on here.
Rotator cuff
Can't do that.
surgery.
That might get her in trouble.
Physical therapy. Okay, Gail. I'll be praying that goes well for you.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go too because he's thinking now this is the Malachi show and he's going to be bringing that iPad and I don't want you taken down. But I wish you the best of happy birthdays.
Yeah,
my friend.
if you ever want to do the live chat on Messenger,
okay.
Are you connected with me on Facebook?
I am, but I'm not on Facebook and I haven't even been on Instagram that much because I'm also right leaning and I'm a little nervous about both of them. But I'm still there. I still have my accounts because I wanted to see what was
I know. I keep up with family through Facebook, but I was going to say, if you have Messenger, we can connect through there.
We can do it though through Instagram too, like either one.
Yeah.
All right, I'll see if I have you on my my regular account. I was actually going to start a new account, and then all this stuff went down with them.
I hear you.
Which I won't. Happy birthday! Love you, my friend, and we will connect that way. We'll figure it out. Okay.
All right.
Bye. Bye, everybody.
Hey, I want to say hello to Claybank Homestead. Hello, it's good to see you in here. And who's this? Randy. Oh, Randy and Dion. Hey. Oh my goodness. Dion is one of my friends that I met way back when I was working on the Zimmerman Heritage Farm. She lives in Central Oregon, and I miss you, my friend. She's another chronic pain warrior. She has been such an inspiration to me, and it is so good that you came on here. I had no idea. Thank you. That's such a blessing. I at some point I want to get down to Central Oregon to to spend time with her and to meet Adrienne and her husband and all of the, I got to meet the donkeys. Oh, thank you, Shelley Bryan. This is great. Eric. Whoa, let's see. Oh, hey, there we go. Hello, Eric. It's good. Thank you for coming in today. Let's see, anything else here? Oh, yeah. Hope that does go well for you, Eric. I'm kind of getting in here in these sideline chats. My eyes are starting to get tired. You know how it is. Yeah. So I don't know if I missed anybody else. Looks like we're doing pretty good. I'm probably going to have to get off here in just a few minutes. Let's see, we have been on here for an hour and a half. Oh, the big blue house. Hello. Thank you for coming in, friend. I am going to, I think I can do this. Yeah, here we go. One more time. Anybody wants to come up? I'll go on for a few more minutes here, but it's so nice to have the people that came up and chatted a little bit. Those of you who I haven't seen your faces, it's really a great way for me to get to know you, and for everybody in the room to get to know you. We can get to know first names also. Oh, thank you, Boone. It's so funny. You guys don't see all the stuff I see. It's so funny. I really appreciate that. And, I think that having a youthful spirit goes a long way to how somebody appears. And I do truly have a bit more of a youthful spirit. I mean, a lot of my friends, oh, my niece, this is my niece, Betsy, and she shares this birthday. Happy birthday, Betsy.
Happy
Awesome.
birthday to you too. And I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to hit my phone so I can say happy birthday to you, but it feels like I'm kind of off a little bit. I don't know.
I know it's
one
backwards.
angle or the other. Yeah.
I know it is something that's crazy to get used to. I'm still getting used to it. And I've hopped on other people's live streams, but it's the opposite. Like if you want to point to your left, you have to point to the right. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
which way is it? I'm thankful up and down isn't different.
Yeah.
So how are you doing? Are you doing anything special for your birthday?
Well, mom and dad are in town and I think they have something up their sleeves. So I haven't heard because Bill tells me it's secret. So.
Oh, there
So
you
I don't
go.
know.
You're going to get a surprise. Nice. Well, I'm glad they were able to come down for your birthday or come up for your birthday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you guys having good weather here? We're having beautiful weather here.
It's supposed to be like 72, 74 today. So yeah, it'll be really
okay.
nice.
About like it is here then. That's great. Yeah. We got good weather for our birthday this year. Yeehaw!
Yeah.
Well, I tell you, I've had more icky weather birthdays than I can count. So
yeah, I just wanted to come on and say hello and happy birthday. And I
thank you.
Probably won't be calling you later because I don't know what's going on.
Hey, don't worry. This is better than a phone call. We need to do live chats. That's what we need to do, girl. I keep thinking about that. So
we can.
Yeah, we need to do that. Stay in touch. Bill doing okay?
He is. He's still not. I mean, he still has his issues, and there isn't much that we really can do. And I mean, he only has a certain amount of time during the day that he can physically do stuff.
Yeah, and I know that pain. I feel that pain.
Yeah. And so he's been home for what, 2 years now, I think.
Yeah.
And he's just taking care of stuff at the house and, doing that kind of stuff. So, and it's okay. I mean, I don't mind it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'd rather him not be home so I could have my space.
Hey, Ben was home for 5 years and I had nowhere to get away from him. I totally get that. I literally had no place to get away from him. He was in the dining room working on guitars and stuff. So
yeah.
yes, oh my word.
Yeah. So anyway, but yeah, so we're gonna get out of town next week. We're gonna go visit some friends in Texas, just to get out of town.
That'll be nice. Where in Texas?
Victoria, down south by San Antonio.
Okay.
So,
Yeah. Well, I hope you guys have a safe trip. Let me know. Keep me informed.
Absolutely.
So that'll be
right.
awesome for you. Okay. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Appreciate you doing this, Betsy. It's a wonderful surprise.
Yeah. You have a good birthday, Patty.
You too. She was my favorite birthday gift.
I am a little younger.
Yes. I was 15 the year you were born. I remember that.
Yeah.
So anyway, well, thanks a lot. I appreciate you coming up here.
All right. See you later.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. Christy, thank you for stopping in. Country Homestead Preacher, thank you. I really appreciate you guys coming to help make this day. Oh, Claybank, my husband worked on guitars and amplifiers, and he actually worked on guitars and sold them, also laptops. He worked on anything that was broken, I'll just say that, but he worked on those specifically, and he loved working on guitars. And he would, when I met him, I tried to get him to take a luthier class, take the course so he could become a luthier, because he would have been an excellent luthier. But anyway, the reason he wanted to meet me was because we were both musicians. He overheard a conversation in a cafe. And and we happened to go to that cafe at the same time at lunch, and I'd go with friends from work. And so it ended up that he ended up rescuing me on a very rainy day at a bus stop after I sold my car. So anyway, that's how Ben the Tinker and I got together. Thank you, Vin, for coming in. I really appreciate your help here with moderating and that. So this has been really awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah. So Carol, I think he was, and in part because he knew that he had some social dysfunction. And you could see it in him. And he was, even in our marriage, there was a lack of ability to connect emotionally and to support emotionally. So it was a challenging marriage, but he was such a sweet guy and he was so loyal. He was a great guy. Heritage Heart, thank you so much for being here today. I really thank you. This has been so wonderful. Each and every one of you has really been a gift to me today and helped to make this a wonderful start to my day. It is only 11:30 here, so yeah, I might have to see if I can find a free lunch somewhere. Oh, hey, becoming a farm girl. Thank you for stopping in. I really appreciate you being here. If I might ask, what is your first name? We see titles all the time, but I don't see first names. It's always nice to know somebody's name when they're in the live chat. So that's what we try to do. I'm really a lot better at this than I used to be. But I find the live chats have been a great way to practice people's names. And it's been wonderful. Yeah, 2:35 there. Yeah, it would be. And it's weird being here on the West Coast because most of my buddies. Oh, Cassandra, thank you, Cassandra. It's weird being 2 to 3 hours earlier than most of my YouTube friends. And being so far away from everybody is honestly hard. It is. um, all the meetups, all the things that everybody does to get together there. We're hoping to have an Oregon meetup. There's Adrian. Hey, there's my buddy. Hey, I was just shouting you out, girl. Would somebody grab Adrian's link, Farmstead Smith? She is, I love Adrian. She's another creative soul. There's honestly, Adrian, I don't know if I've ever told you this, but sometimes when you're talking, it's like hearing myself talk about certain things. Yeah. Oh, I know. I haven't really, I had to pull back from lives. With all of you moving forward and doing your gardens and all the talk about, you know, people sharing the new homesteads they were on and all this stuff. And I'm basically stuck here. And I made the choice not to plant a garden on purpose for two reasons. It's expensive to water plants here. I don't have a rain catchment system. So I have to buy water. It ends up costing me as much. And I would rather shop for produce than have to take care of vegetables. That's an honest truth. At least at this point in my life, because I have so much else to deal with. So watching all of you guys, and this is the first year that I haven't gardened because of circumstances. And so it was really depressing to watch everybody. And so for my own emotional health, I had to pull back a bit. I'm finally coming out of that. As you can tell, I'm back. I was on a live last night for what, almost 2.5 hours. Life is lifey. Yes, that's the other thing. She just says these funny little things, and I'm like, yeah, that is so cool. Yeah, so I mentioned something. Oh, by the way, Adrian, I love your t-shirts, and I wish I could buy all of them. You know, one thing with Ben passing away, my income like drastically reduced. And I joke every once in a while on the lives, I wish I had a sugar daddy. Well, honestly, I do. Because I'd be buying t-shirts from every channel that I follow, the ones that I like the designs on and stuff like that, or something from the channels, because I love supporting people like that. But just know that in spirit, I still might, though. I really like your holy cannoli thing. That is so cool. I think, wasn't I the one that said something about that's a t-shirt? I'll do that. It's one of the things you guys will find me doing in live streams. If somebody says something, I'll put a comment in. Oh, there's a shirt in there somewhere. Yeah. So, Adrian has her 2 donkeys, which I absolutely love, and Stuart, who is obviously the star of the 2. But is it Sassy and Stuart? I think they're adorable. I know that they come with their, what is this? They come with personalities, and sometimes are let's see. Oh, ha, not too fine. You know, I don't know that I want somebody from Portland. I'm trying to get out of here. I want to get out of Portland. Yeah, so you weren't here when I mentioned it, but my son had been talking about moving to Montana, Adrian, and him and his wife Trish, they took a 2-week tour around the western states outside of Oregon, like Utah, and they went into Idaho. I don't know if they made it over to Montana, but anyway, they ended up with him coming back and just going off about how bad Oregon was. So anyhow, but I've got somebody up here, and that means that they might be thinking about seriously moving to Montana sooner than later, and that may change up my plans on where I live. Okay, Citizen Guardian, I'm bringing you up here. Hi. Okay, you need to unmute your mic. Your mic is muted.
Blind moment for me. Sorry.
So, what is your first name?
Devil Smith is my alias.
Okay. Okay.
Devil, yeah. I just wanted to drop in just for a moment and wish you happy birthday. And I've been reading the chats, and And I understand that it's a little bit of a hard year for you. I completely understand that, but we're all here for you as well. And there's a reason why all your supporters and subscribers, just jump in and show you support. So even when you're not on live anymore after the live stream and that type of thing, just to realize that we all still are with you in heart. And that's what really matters at the end of the day, is that we're human beings and we all have things. And that's the nice thing about lives, is that they're real life. So blessing from the bottom of my heart. And happy birthday for the
Thank you.
65th goes well today.
Thank you so much. And it's good to see your face and all of those things. That means so much to me because I'm here all by myself. I don't see human faces or hear human voices unless I'm on YouTube that I can talk to. So yeah, I live in a big city, but I don't have family close by. And it's really interesting being a widow. I'm just saying, the first time I've ever lived by myself in my life.
I understand that. That's definitely the advantage to streams and to technology, is that we're capable of doing that. Like we're able to hang out as a family, and it's almost as though we're all sitting here at a big table together. It's not exactly the same, and I understand it's just screen to screen type of thing, but it really does feel that way sometimes. So we're all together in this as well, and it joins community. So it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, thank you for those words. They're definitely encouraging. I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.
You're welcome. And I know that this is the thing, right? And I know that we're living in a day where a lot of people say things that they might not mean all the time and that, but everything I'm saying to you and what I specifically mean about after the stream as well, like that comes from really the bottom of my heart, and I sincerely mean that. So I just want you to have a good day. And we all do have different challenges in life, but sometimes it's good for us to all be there together in spirit. So I can't read the comment section at all at the moment. So sorry to anybody in the comment section, but I just joined here just specifically to say happy birthday to you. And I know that you're just about to log off as well. You said that you were going to be logging off soon, but just a big hearts from myself over here. So
yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And I love how I get to talk to people from all over the world. This is awesome. You know, I've never been out of the United States, even to Canada or down to Mexico. So it's one of those things that I would love to be able to do one day, is to travel and to see people in other cultures and places.
Well, it is an interesting world, but we can always sometimes something that I sometimes do is I'll go onto Google Earth and I'll basically use Google Earth to tour. I've done some traveling myself.
Oh yeah.
But specifically during the COVID period, sometimes you'll just go to Google Earth if you're a little bit bored or something, or want something fun to do. Go to Google Earth and zoom into different areas of the world and just go. It's not traveling or exploring in any way like that, but it does kind of give you the same. It lets you see a lot of places that you usually would never see via like photographs or anything. You can go to different places in different streets, and you can have a lot of fun with it. You can
That's
actually.
a good idea.
The more that you do it, the more like you start enjoying it, and the more you start familiarizing yourself, you'll see different cultures, you'll see different places, different types of forests, which I love. I love seeing the different type of landscape as well. But anyway, so sorry, I'm going to hop off here in a moment. I just wanted to really send my love and let you know that we're all with you in spirit all the time, on stream or not. Like we're definitely here for each other, and that's what I love about the homesteading and gardening communities as well. Is it's definitely something special out there. So bye for now. See you later. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye. Okay. This is Carrie Anna. She is a young lady who I've known since she was little, and she does. She's an artist also. I have featured things that she has given me, paintings, and Carrie Anna Farmstead Smith is an artist. Yes, she is. And she does have a channel that she started for her artwork. And I can't remember the name of that channel. Adrian, if you can pop that up there, that'd be awesome. Anyway, I am thankful that you came in here. Carrie Anna, you are family to me, you and your family. Carrie Anna and her mother and we're good friends. Her mom and I have been close friends for for years, and their family really wrapped their arms around Ben, which was so important to me. And so they are, okay. A1 Rose is Adrian's art channel. So she has A1 Rose, Adrian Rose is her tech channel, and Farmstead Smith kind of explains the rest of it. And I really love what she does. So anyway, but thank you, Adrian, or thank you, Adrian, for all that. And also thank you, Carrie Anna, for being in the live here. I appreciate that. They are traveling. Carrie Anna and her family are traveling. They do this. There's a thing called gleanings down in California where they glean fruit, peaches, and all kinds of things, and vegetables, and they process them, dry them, and they go all over to hard-hit areas of the world and are given to people in need. So it's a great thing. I think that's what you guys are doing down there right now. Her brother is on staff down there now, I think it is. Anyway, really, really cool. Oh, no self-control and ADHD rules my life. I love, though, how you've compartmentalized those things. And Adrian, I know that you said that you were doing it to find out where you could find that, trying to do it more from like a business aspect, which I don't think is a bad thing. I think it's really wise. And there's times I wish I would have more compartmentalized my channel. I wasn't at the place where you are, though. So anyhow, I want to read this. The Tinker's Wife. You are a special lady to me. Thank you for your friendship, and I pray all blessings upon you. I have to get that back to work. Okay, thank you so much, Kathy. I really appreciate that. So, it is amazing how many people on here share similar struggles, ADHD, autism, going through really tough times, losing loved ones. We all have something. And it's just a reminder to us all that we all really need each other. And I've just appreciated getting to know people and their gifts, seeing their gifts and talents, and how they're embracing one another, using those things. Whether you have a gift of giving and you're just one of those people that gives generously all the time. I am not that person. I wish I was more. I am generous. My knowledge is what I give so freely. Or if I'm growing plants, which Ben used to say, the only reason you grow plants is so you can give them away. And he told somebody that in front of me. And I went, well, it's true. Oh, this has been awesome. So yeah, but I think I'm going to need to call it here and get off of here. It's just been, we've been on here almost 2 hours and I'm starting to get a little tired. My voice is tired. I should probably take a drink of water. That would help. And I want to get outside in that sunshine. I don't want to sit inside all day. I think I might run over to Portland Nursery and see if I can find myself a plant of some kind. I was thinking I'd like to find an orchid. There's a little orchid that looks like it's dressed in a pinstripe suit. That's the only way I could say it. Has unusual leaves. They are, it's an underlay of red and then the green over the top. And so it's really cool looking, even when it's not in bloom. And when it blooms, it has these sprays of little tiny white flowers. And it was so pretty. And I really want to get that one again. I actually gave one away and I'm kicking myself. So what is this? Okay. Oops, I missed it. Yeah. Hey, Adrian, isn't that, I love it that Bruce showed up. That really is awesome. Oh, you guys are 70 there already? I don't know what it is here. I haven't looked at the, okay, Simply Jan. Okay, I'm going to do something for myself today. I want to find lunch somewhere. I just, not having lunch to eat with somebody is a little weird. But I may run over to, what's it called? Oh, I might run over to get myself my favorite sandwich. Yeah, I don't doubt that he's a mushy panda bear. I think, when he does his lives, it's pretty evident. I don't think he hides it very well. Yeah. Bruce, we're outing you. Yes, I would agree with that. I would agree with that, Carol. She is. Oh, Craze Family Homestead. I'm so glad to see you here. Hey, thanks for stopping in. I was just about ready to don't poke the squishy panda bear. And I was just about ready to get off here, Bruce. That is so funny. This is the other reason I like you, is because you've got these great way of saying things, great sense of humor. Yeah, so it's really awesome. You guys are awesome. I'm getting really tired here, so I'm gonna have to get off. I really hate to because I'm having so much fun, but y'all are really good friends. I just thank you so much for wrapping my morning up in joy with a big red bow. That's what you've done. It's been a blessing to me. Yeah. This has been a hard birthday, not having my husband with me. Last year wasn't this hard, but this year's been harder. And having you, this feels like a hug from all of you. Honestly, it does. I'm so grateful. So thanks so much. I'm going to go find myself some lunch and go to the nursery and buy a plant. That's what I'm going to do because that's what I love is plants. So you have a great day. And hopefully you won't get pranked too bad. So thanks everybody. God bless you and love you all. And we'll see you all later.